But like I said, I mean, there will be a future. Right now, I still don't have the strong confidence of saying that, knowing where I'm at, especially all these ongoing issues that I'm still dealing with. That's exactly what I'm saying. Is that, let's just say if I do hold myself accountable, let's say if I own up to all my wrongdoings, and they, while I'm still working here in this dump that I absolutely hate to the high heavens, because of all the crap that that makes me think that this place is so abnormal compared to any other corporate office that anyone has ever been in. I mean, you name me a corporate office where there were almost 20 people left in 1 year. You tell me. Do you ever see that happen? No. But set aside from all my ongoing issues at Dump, I've been on record setting the record straight with how that polished turd is and all that shit. So getting back to what I said, yeah, I know there will be a future. I keep saying that, even dating back to last year after what happened on that group text. But the problem is Robbie's not my friend no more. The problem is Andrew's not my friend no more. And look, I'm glad Julio even said he didn't leave me, but I can't be saying that as if, he's never gonna leave. No. And this goes with the other guys too. Dewey, Neil, Abbas, Russ, Carlos. Dude, I may think they have thick skin, but not when it comes to this shit. Not when it comes to this. They're human beings like me. We're all human. We feel what we feel. Whether some people like what they feel or not. We decide based on our feelings and what we think is best for ourselves. And look, I already know, I told you, nobody liked my decision, okay? I mean, it is what it is at this point until I can definitely get myself together to the point that when I do return to mingling with my friend circle, they ain't gonna see me they ain't gonna see this worst version of me again. I promise y'all that. This is the only promise I'm going to make. I said it. Carlos said it. He wants to see a strong version of me, according to Mari. He wants to see a strong version of me when I do get a new job, okay? Yeah. You know what? All these guys right now, they can say that my move is selfish. They say that what I've done is selfish, weak, I mean, who knew? Who knew what Russ knew? Who knew what Dewey knew? Who knew what Neil knew? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Like I said, I mean, they're going to have to continue waiting this long until it's, until it's all said and done. Once I get a new job, when I come back, they're never going to see me like this again. I promise y'all that. I ain't going to be no coward like that. But, it just so happens that they're seeing a lot of the wrong that I've done. This is not the person that I am. I would never, ever, 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 ever do this kind of wrong. Never. But they're seeing it because, unfortunately, I'm still in this workplace that's making me miserable as I am. And still to this day, that's how, every time I've been treated wrong, it's why I've ended up doing all this shit wrong. Okay? Look how many friends I lost. Look at, even Robbie told me, I lost count of how many people blocked you. Dude, I mean, he don't exactly know who I blocked, but I got what he's saying as far as I lost count of how many people who blocked me. I mean, dude, I understood what he was saying, man. So, listen, I failed some of those guys, okay? I failed them. I failed Tristan. I failed Robbie. I failed Andrew. Heck, I thought I even failed Julio as far as being a good friend based on all those criticisms that they've given me. I'm just telling it like it is. Yeah, I don't know how they feel about that. I know Tristan certainly feels that way. That's why he that's why he left me for good. Robbie left me for good. I know I failed them as a friend. But, I mean, I tried. But based on all those criticisms that I got, I mean, it's just, It's just, I mean, what more can I do? You know? That's why I'm just, these three guys at least I mentioned, they're married. They're all married now. So why would they want any part of me when they know that based on all these criticisms they've given me, with a lot of them, me admitting that I was wrong, some of them I don't agree with, but a lot of them I do admit I was wrong for. I don't know why, well, two of them already left me behind. That's for damn sure. One of them isn't, which I'm really surprised at. But they're all married. You know what I'm saying? I would imagine Tristan probably already been married by now. But who knows? I don't even keep in touch with him no more, man. So, yeah, it just surprises me, being the person that I am, the friend that I am, with a lot of these wrongdoings that upset them, It's like I completely failed them as a friend, I failed them like that. I mean, think about it. These guys, I mean, again, dude, it's just they're all gonna give me one more chance, man. They ain't playing around. Let's just say if they was in my shoes and I was in their shoes, I'm gonna learn it the hard way. I used to be one of the stubborn dudes, like, you didn't know, like, oh yeah, you don't know what it's like if a person like this. You don't know what you'd be like if I was in your shoes. No, I would absolutely learn it the hard way, man. I would get it, definitely. So for this to even happen, look, again, I'm not trying to, I'm not disrespecting any of my friends like that. I mean, look, for as much annoyed as I am with Russ and Dewey, those guys, I like, I'm friends with them no matter what. They're friends with me. They have a heart like all of us, all the rest of us and all that. I know I've done a whole lot of wrong on them and I lashing out on them, especially with telling Dewey to get a job, this and that, in the worst ways possible. He knows I mean, sometimes I got to give Dewey credit where he says that quote unquote, that is not me talking. And look, I know once I get a new job, I just want them to be happy. That's it. At the end, it's just, they got to live with this right now. Okay. We're reaching April right now. Every month can go on. I don't want to make any more excuses about these whole layoffs and why my job hunting has been held back. I got to keep going no matter what. I got to fight off this misery so that when I do get a new job, it's going to make me mentally stronger in that I'm going to be able to handle myself a lot better, especially with all the outside issues if I were in that new job. I just want to be more challenged. Right now, I'm getting no challenge whatsoever by still being in this dump. That's where it makes my life so stale to the point where I've absolutely done nothing. Look at all these guys. Look at what all these guys have accomplished, man. Look at all of them. And especially with their pay rates, man, all higher than me. And their jobs are not even career jobs like mine. Mine's a graphic designer. I started out at $12 an hour. All those other guys back then probably earned like $8 something an hour? If minimum wage was like $8 at that time. Look where they're at now. All of them. Almost all of them. $20 an hour. The top guys, like in Disneyland, almost $30 an hour. Almost $30 an hour. Look at Bobby Cootware. Bobby told me in 5 years after he started at 20 an hour, or was it 15 or something like that, he's already at like 25, 26 an hour, man. Come on, dude. My life is a joke, man. I'm sorry that I'm just as harsh right now as I even said it. I'm sorry if they all are hearing me like this right now, but I need to get this off my chest. Look, I don't want to leave any more friends behind, like, as far as, all these unintentional wrongdoings and all that stuff. But, look, I do appreciate it at the end. Like, they're going to give me a second chance, even though I was surprised that Julio never left me. They all want to see a better version of me, or else our friendship is going to end quick. So I'm just going to get that out there, man. They've heard what I've heard. Enough of all the talking. This is the last time I'm going to make a video like this, because there's no point in making another video, like this again to where they're going to hear the same shit out of me. I got to keep getting the job done. I've been competitive about it, but I mean, the job's not done. Like Kobe Bryant said, God rest his soul, job's not done. So this is the last time I'm going to be doing this video like this. I'm going to continue uploading old videos as I go. You know, I just need to keep doing what I'm doing. You know, friendships are not a priority right now. Okay? My mental health is number one, and I got to get everything done. You know, I got to do everything in my power to regain my happiness, my joy, you know, just for them to see a much better me. That's all I ask of myself. So when I do come back, I promise myself and all the guys and everyone on Facebook as well that they will never, ever, ever, ever see me like this again. I'm going to leave it at that. You all have a nice rest of this month. And, you know, I appreciate the friends that I have still. Don't think I don't. I just have to do this still. I don't want them to continue seeing this worst version of me. So I'd rather they not hear from me still than for them to hear me expressing worse shit than I've already said in the past. I'm gone. Peace.